The feelings I feel for you, they feel uncomfortable. Just because I'm not used to them, they feel foreign to me. But I can't lie, I like the feeling, and I don't want it to stop. Is how they feel about you. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. So you have someone, they feel a little shook. But it's not bad. It's like you've awakened something inside of them that was asleep for probably their whole life, is what it feels like, because they never felt this before. But then there's this feeling of gratitude because they could feel. They were numb. They didn't really feel anything when they were with other people from their past. There was no feeling there. It was just actions that were taken, but there was no feeling attached to it. It was very empty lifestyle that they were living. They had fun with it somewhat, because they weren't really in the energy to care much. They were just taking action, and the action reaped a reward. It was just a reward that wasn't as fulfilling as the rewards that they feel from you. Okay, I'm hearing that the rewards that they used to receive were from the enemy. However, the rewards that they receive with you are godly. Okay, so it's a different frequency attached to you and attached to the divine alignment that they have with you. They feel the difference from the previous relationships and the relationship with you. And that right there is the key indicator, okay, of how they're performing now. They're performing differently in their life. And it has a lot to do with the feelings that they feel towards you and the thoughts that they have towards you. They actually care to think about you. They actually care to analyze the feelings that they feel within them because they've awakened. They were asleep. That's the difference from being someone who is sleepwalking and actually awake, really talking that talk. Because when you talk that talk for real, and you know what you're saying, and you feel it, and it's connected, you feel connected, you're not detached anymore, the words begin to come from your soul. It's not just somebody just talking. They're coming from a deeper place, okay? And this is where this person has been led to, dealing with you. And it's because you're tapped into yourself. Being that you're so tapped in, and you're living life from the most authentic version of you, they see that and they feel you. So the frequency you gave off, or you give off from your auric field, is felt, and it began to heal them. Okay, this is Earth Angel talk right here. Because it's a real thing. When you get around certain people, or when certain people that need a little help get around Earth Angel energy, they begin to shift. They begin to change, and they can feel it. And it's either they appreciate it and they apply their feelings to their actions, or the actions that they take from that point on, or they'll get angry and reject it because they don't really want to improve. They feel a sense of comfort in a lower frequency lifestyle, so they'll stay there and repel the healing that is emitted, or that he emits from your auric field. This particular person accepts the healing from your auric field. And this is a person that will always say to you, I don't know what it is about you, but there's something about you. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what to call it. I don't know what it is. Do I say je ne sais quoi? What do I call this? Right? And it's your aura. It is your frequency that they feel, but they don't know how to call it because they don't know about that. They don't know about the spiritual aspect of life, so they don't know what to call it. In church, they don't teach you the truth about spirituality. They teach you surface level on different levels that don't even level you up. You don't really get to a place. You can get to a place on like a moral and ethic level, but there's so much more there's so much more damn it, Becky, let me say it again. I can't get it out. There's so much more that one can know and learn if their spiritual experience is not so structured in ideologies that have been before you. Okay? Because when you learn on your own and you're able to self-reflect in such a way, there's so much more that you learn when spirit is able to teach you directly, as opposed to somebody that just read a book that was written by thousands of fingers. And what were those people's intentions that wrote that book? When you start going deeper and you start to think, I mean, I know the answer now, but I'm just talking from that perspective of being an explorer. And you look at the Bible, you're like, I understand that story and I could apply it to my life. I see the value of the story, the moral of the stories, and I can see how it could be helpful, right? Because those stories can be helpful if you look at it right. However, there's certain things that are off, and they keep you docile. They keep you away from the ultimate power that one can have. And it keeps you in this state of always looking for answers outside of self instead of finding the answer within. And that's where the problem is, because so many people will go to church, but they don't really receive what the message is about. And then, is the message even right? Because you know how many people, you know what, I would like to see someone question people that go to church and ask them what they've learned and see if it like makes sense to life. Because it feels like a lot of people just go to church to listen, and they feel moved by the energy and the frequency of the pastor or whoever's preaching and talking and teaching or just speaking. But if you ask them what they learned, will they be able to tell you? That's what is important here, is what I'm picking up on. Now, I don't know how I got to this church talk, but it just came out. I guess it's meant to, spirit speaking. So, not to say that there's not power in the Bible, because our ancestors have used the power of the Bible. There is power in it off the strength of our ancestors connecting to the words of value, that the scriptures of value that are in the Bible. There are scriptures of protection, because it's our ancestors' energy that we feel from those words, because we're connected in that way as well. It's just that how the Bible was used was not right, and the purpose of it was not right. It was it's been used as a manipulation tactic for many. So many are not going to agree with me on that. I get it, it's fine. But when you go on your own journey, that's when you find the truth. If you just agree with everything you hear, then you're not going to see the truth. You're just going to see what you see, and that's it. Okay? So this person here is like in this space where they know that they would have had a really hard time getting to know this beautiful feeling that they feel towards you if they never encountered you, because there's not many people on the same level as you frequency wise. So them actually having the ability to love the way that they love you, they feel like is an absolute gift to them, and it's also a gift to you, because you'll be able to receive their love because you know love, because you gave it to them, so they could see that when they give to you, they don't have to feel funny about it, like questioning them. They're being so giving towards you and so open towards you, and so even, I could even say, vulnerable. To be open, because when one is not vulnerable, they're not going to open up. It's when one is vulnerable and feels a sense of comfort where they start talking about aspects of their life that are sacred to them. They mean a lot to them. So this is where this person is with you. They're open to sharing their sacred space with you, and that's a big deal. So if you deem this energy as suitable for you on your spiritual journey to walk with you, drop it down in the comments below. I declare that this is my future love. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. To book a healthy conversation, you can by visiting www.milkhoneyrose.org. Also, you could join the membership here on YouTube for additional content. Thanks for listening. Sending my love to you. I'll see you in the next one.